Hello, Michi.
It's been a long time.
I know.
It's been 10 years actually since we last did a podcast together. Today, we are in a very beautiful setup. It's from the Hive. It's a pretty cool space with pretty cool people. Today, we are going to deep dive into how do you take control of what you wear. I have Ali here because he's my go-to guy for menswear. So everything that's going to do with menswear. In this series, we're going to cover some very interesting topics that is not just about fashion trends. It's about how the kind of outfit cues, colors, specifically the practical things that you can do on a day-to-day, how it affects your self-esteem, confidence, and shaping the perception of people around you. I think in today's world where social media, everybody is getting bombarded with options, wanting to look a certain way, especially when it comes to fashion trends. Like, I respect fashion a lot in that sense, but at the same time, I also know that clients who have approached us, their greatest pain point is not knowing exactly the image that they create and then what kind of unconscious psychological things that happens around them. Why is it so important for men to take note of this? Ali, you've been in the menswear space for quite a while, right?
Yeah,
You've
a
been
bit.
doing tailoring for a lot of clients, and I'm sure you have advised a lot of people around you about why is image so important. Because fashion is a very women's thing, but it's something that men also neglect, but it's ultimately very important and it's something that you believe in. So maybe you can share a little bit, like, what do you wish men would know when it comes to like how fashion can affect their confidence? First things first, it's very rare to find men like that.
What?
It's very rare to find men who cares about fashion, no?
That's true. The men who are aware, they would know like the impact that fashion or being, how to say, taking care of how they dress will impact certain areas in their life.
Before you ventured into fashion, what was it like for you? And then when you started venturing into fashion, what was it like? What are the differences that you noticed?
Actually, there's a lot of differences. It definitely will give you a certain effect in how you feel when the people around you treats you as in a certain way because of how you dress. Because it may sound like it's a small thing, but it does put an impact.
What is your take? Like, sometimes really men, I have clients who say things like, why do I have to try so hard if I wear a suit like yours, or I put so much effort in my styling? Does it make me look like I'm an insecure person? It depends, right?
Depends. Yeah, it depends. Also, the same way, if you choose not to do anything about how you dress or to take any actions to change maybe the way that you dress to help you to achieve what you want to achieve, then it's also a form of insecurity also. Yeah, it's also a way for, in another way, people express it in a way that, oh, I'm not confident enough to change how I look.
Yeah. So you how to empower yourself. You don't know how to take control
Yeah.
of.
Because in order to change, right, to change how you dress from how you normally dress, it's not easy. It's gonna definitely be uncomfortable. So that will also take a lot of somehow a little bit of courage to make that shift. Yeah. So it's in another way, it's also like people who don't, other than they don't know, who doesn't want to really take that or make that changes, they also have that insecurities. Yeah.
So no matter what it is, we will get judged. It's just that, are you in control of how you are
Yeah.
being judged?
Exactly.
So maybe you can share an example, because obviously you don't just wear suits, you also wear other kind of clothing.
Yeah.
But then there are also people who will say things like, but wearing a suit is so intense and it's so much effort. How can we make it practical for people to, like, I want to look like I put in effort in my look, but without going all the way to trying suit? Or you think suit is like ultimate, like every guy should have?
Depends on which industry you're in, where you. But I think that it's definitely something that every guy should have. Yeah. Okay, if you're in a professional industry, yes, you're gonna need. If you're in entertainment industry, you're also gonna need.
Like majority of it, you would.
Yes, you will need it at the right occasions. You're gonna need it. Yeah. I'm not saying you're gonna need to wear a suit all the time, but at the right place, at the right time, you need to wear. Yeah.
It's one of those things that we experienced this before. Sometimes we will push a client to get a suit and then they're like, oh, but I don't really see a need of it because
Yeah.
my job doesn't require me to do that. And then once upon a time, they'll be like, oh, you know what? I have to attend this conference
Yeah.
by my boss. And oh, so now you actually need something to make you look put together.
True.
That's ultimately a suit, right?
Yep. It's a staple. You're gonna actually need that. Yeah. Other than obviously the people who are in the industry that requires you to constantly wear suits, then yes, then I think suits is definitely an investment.
Suits for me, it's like level 3. Do you have a entry level or a level 2? Like, let's say suit for me is wow, too far for me to make that change. How can I
Yeah.
take the baby steps? Like, what are some clothing pieces that you think, let's say you're not wearing a suit, but if you wear this, it will still make you look quite acceptable.
Smart casual is also
Smart casual.
Smart casual.
Can you break it down, like what smart casual looks like?
Are you mentioning this to work or just in general?
Maybe for work and maybe general too. Would it make a very big difference?
If your work requires you to wear something like a shirt,
Professional.
then wearing a shirt, slacks, and a proper leather shoe would be a good difference compared to going to work and wearing
Polo
like
tee.
or a t-shirt. There's a difference, even though it's not a huge difference, but it does put out an impact. A shirt is always better, but it also depends on your working environment. If you're working under a boss and your boss he's not wearing a suit, then don't wear a suit to work.
Oh, then like why are you like
Yeah,
overdressing?
don't overdress your leader.
Yeah.
So if your boss is wearing a suit every day, then yes, there's a good potential for you to wear a suit. Yes, it's not gonna be like you're not gonna, how do you say, somehow overdressing him. But if your boss is coming in a way that it's more flexible and it's more loose for however the workers want to wear, then yeah, you can. The best is to wear something that is a bit more timeless.
Timeless,
Yes,
okay.
it's
Or
more
classic,
timeless or
okay.
classics. Yeah, timeless and classic styles are not necessarily need to be suits. Yeah, you can still wear a, how to say, like a, but it has to be like mostly coordinated. It has to be like you have to minimize on like the prints that you wear for, yeah,
Like
and
unnecessary
details. But the color has to, you have to be coordinated. Yeah.
Color coordination. Do you have any fail-safe color coordination that most men can follow? Like any favorite of yours? You have monotone, you have people who like to do contrasting, like black and white,
Yeah.
white and navy. But people who like to do all black, monotone,
Yeah.
singular color.
Singular colors. Yeah. Earthy, all those. I think those are like safe colors. Let's say wearing white, black, like nude, grey. If a man would want to wear in their look not more than, let's say, 2 colors, to be safe, 2 or 3 colors, not more than 3 colors.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's the general rule that we always give everyone. They always say, can I wear this color? Can I wear this color? It's just make sure that number is right.
Yeah.
If you are very conservative and you are afraid, like it's your first time, maybe sticking to 2 colors is good.
Yeah.
But then
You're good?
if you're good, then maybe 3,
3
but
colours.
never go beyond that. It's when you are too advanced or end up looking a little bit too messy most of the time. Even we don't do that.
Actually, the more simpler it is, the more expensive the look will be.
Refined.
The more refined. Yeah.
But that's not an easy look to achieve. I don't know what kind of tip you can give because I know people trying to achieve minimalist, sophisticated, refined, but some men end up looking a bit shabby. Some people look very good in like just a t-shirt and then they tuck in the t-shirt with a pant and they wear with some formal loafers or something like that.
Yep.
It looks cool. Some men, it doesn't look cool. Like, what do you think is that thing that breaks the outfit?
I think figure plays a role too.
Okay.
Like how your body figure.
That's a harsh one.
That's one of the like indirectly, if you have a good body figure, like if you hit, maybe you work out, you hit the gym or something, then
It helps a lot.
it helps a lot. A lot of a common look will look much better. So I think figure plays.
Okay, let's say you don't have. Let's say figure is not there yet.
Then you have to make sure that the fits you well. So it's either that, it's either your body is, you're in good shape, and then it's somehow like you can fit in most of the clothes.
Yeah.
Or you get your clothes tailored for you. It's either that. Don't wear something that is like off your measurements.
Yeah, but some men are totally sorry.
That's the look you wanna. If you like, if
Baggy
you want to
all
wear
the
something
way.
baggy and maybe if that's the look you want to achieve, but it has to be intentional. It doesn't, what do you call it?
It's not for everyone.
It's-
It is made for you today. Today, Gigi is finding his words in the brain. It's swimming somewhere.
You how to say? You asked again about
What makes
what
or
makes
break?
a good fit.
Good fit makes, right?
Yeah,
What's the one that breaks? Loose fit?
Okay.
Or what else?
Yeah, the look, the outfits that you wear, it doesn't fit you well, in terms of maybe the measurement of
Proportion.
the proportion. Yes.
I have one very concrete example. There are some clients, this is not just specifically men, it's just what we do. When you are not very into fashion or you're very meticulous, you're very sensitive to detail, right? There's good and bad to being sensitive to detail. Sometimes you can see like the person is wearing a branded t-shirt, it could be Prada or whatever, right? Or it could be a t-shirt that's clean, like they think it's fine. But then they don't realize that because it's being overworn too many times, the collar starts to give away. We'll insert pictures somewhere, don't know where. Okay, so the collar starts to become a little bit loose, like somebody starts pulling. It's like very small things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
People are like, oh wow, you are that kind of person. Like I know it sounds harsh, but you don't be surprised what kind of things people can form in their head when they see something. It links to your behavior as a person.
True. There's a deeper meaning behind that. Yes.
Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But that's why we are trying to bring awareness and educate everyone that you don't have to look at every single detail, but at least those that are a bit more obvious to you now is something that's going to help you with your image.
True.
Okay, what's the next question? Wait, let me see.
Do you want tea?
I have tea in my bag.
Wow.
Yeah, ask me what else.
Who are you?
What else? I am the girl with stuff in my bag.
Who are you?
Okay. Wow, koi fish. I wonder what that means.
I want to have this in my house.
The flow of life. That's what it is. Okay. You want to change background? Okay. Oh, this is great. This is the next question.
Whoa, it's like you're being attacked by.
Okay, wait. Let me pause.